Is it no wonder why younger generations are afraid to commit to a system that is biased against them? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. One of my all-time favorite pieces, of course, the American Silver Eagle. However, this 1993 is especially special to me. In 1986, the first American Silver Eagle was made, taking a step up from the Eisenhower dollar of the 70s. And look, just so you understand, what was the Eisenhower dollar? Got one right here. So these were the Eisenhower dollars of the 70s. Although the averse design never changes, the desire to own these prized beauties has only grown throughout the U.S. and the world. Low mintages is not the first thought that comes to mind when thinking of the American Silver Eagle. You know, that's really something that most of us don't consider. But even though there are a lot of these made every year, certain years are becoming harder and harder to find, like this 1993, increasing their numismatic value. The averse design displays a tall and slender Lady Liberty, gracefully walking over the land of the free. She is clothed in a lightweight robe that gently flows with every step she takes, and her shoulders are draped with the American flag. One arm is outstretched and inviting, while the other is carrying a bundle of branches. Then you go to the reverse. How can you not love it? And we have an image that carries the national seal of the United States of America. A regal eagle being guarded by a large shield, each talon holding something, you know, responsibility, dignity, perseverance. Very, very special. It's a piece of art. It's an investment. It's beautiful. I mean, it really is all of the above, these ASEs, as they will call them, ASEs. Folks, real quick before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my newest subscribers, and this is Strange Ass, and this is a comment from earlier today. Libertads for the win. American Silver Eagles would be my second favorite coin. Perth Mint coins are a solid third, possibly even second. Great comment there from Strange Ass, and I actually agree with them. I actually struggle with the Perth Mint and American Silver Eagles, and of course I put the Libertads, they're my priority, they're my number one. But the Perth Mint makes phenomenal pieces. So I can understand why you would debate why you would put them as your second choice, potentially. But guys, crazy worlds we're living in now. And aside from the average car payment being $750 a month and grocery bills doubling, there's also a massive erosion of morals and family values going away at a rapid pace. People no longer fear God. That's why there's so many broken marriages, so many fatherless, confused children, and why crime and civil unrest is becoming the new normal. Everything is going up by the day, and most Americans can't keep up with it. For most of Western society, the average person lives paycheck to paycheck. So how are they doing it with inflation skyrocketing? I'll let you answer that. Most Americans today are working harder and longer, and in some cases at multiple jobs and side hustles, and still coming up short at the end of the month. Funny how we're being told that the economy is doing great, the stock market is going up, and unemployment is down, yet the average consumer can barely afford rent, food, and utilities. Forget about investing. Look at how many are struggling to pay medical debt. So many parents can't even pay for their child's school lunch. Look at all the GoFundMes For the countless families that can't afford the expenses of a funeral for a loved one. It's disheartening to hear what so many Americans are going through. For most people, rent is expensive and owning a home is unaffordable. Retirement accounts, life insurance, owning precious metals, and owning cryptocurrency are becoming luxury items. Wages have hardly risen in decades, but the cost of everything, eggs, bread, gasoline, restaurants, rent, insurance, lumber, everything. People who make $20 to $25 an hour, they can't afford to own a new home and a new car with today's rates. No way. It's the have-yachts versus the have-nots, and this divide is only deepening by the day. Nobody farms anymore. Nobody owns cattle. Nobody grows fruit or vegetables. Instead, we rely on mega corporate grocery stores and chains alike. We have become removed from the source of our food. Imagine what would happen to Americans in a massive disaster and supply chains were shattered. You gotta have plenty of food and water at home. You need to have weapons to protect yourself, and you need to own physical, precious metals, as they will always hold an appreciated value no matter the circumstance. The struggle of countless people will impact all of our futures, even if you're a silver stacker, gold stacker, even if you got a lot of liquid with a nice retirement. The value of our money is shrinking. Inflation is outpacing interest and appreciation, so our saved dollars will always be worth less. It is no wonder why younger generations are afraid to commit to a system that is biased against them. The next generation under 30, my generation, is facing hardships to the likes of which we haven't seen for generations. This is the calm of the storm. The calm before the storm. Right here, folks. Don't want to forget it. I showed a 1937 Walking Liberty last time. This is a 1938. You know me. I want to go up and up in the years. I want to have every single year. Stunning piece right here. So the 1938 Liberty Walking half dollar was struck in precious 90% silver at the main U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. Bearing A.A. Weinmann's artistically pleasing and highly acclaimed design, these coins depict a full-length figure of liberty striding toward the rising sun of a new day. The reverse features a superbly, and this is just amazing detail, superbly detailed eagle perched upon a mountain crag. A pine sapling represents the spirit of America. A magnificent liberty clad in the American flag confidently strides towards a new dawn. On the reverse, of course, I just showed you, we have this impressive American eagle. This half dollar is often regarded as America's finest and most beautiful silver coin. It's historic, and it's been through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and even went into the Cold War era. And right here, you're seeing this nicely detailed Philadelphia Mint issue. And this one surely saw light circulation at a time when a big silver walker had great buying power. So amazing history in these walking liberties, and I will never discredit them. I love the pieces, some of my favorite pieces. Guys, just to end this evening, I want to give a final shout out. And there's a comment made from yesterday, and this is Jungle Marine. I absolutely love the Libertads. I've been stacking the older versions. That's smarter, but thicker, and riding on the edges. What a great coin. Anyway, I love what you're doing with the channel. I haven't missed one yet. Love the patriotism and family themes. Keep up the good work. I'll be watching. That's super encouraging coming from you, Jungle Marine. And yes, I am a patriot, and I have traditional family values, and that's just me. That's how I was raised, and I think it's very, very impactful, and it's very, very valuable to carry morals and to have honor, because so many lack honor. You know, you ask somebody for their honor, they don't give it to you. But be a person of character. Be a person of honor. Be a genuine person. But folks, as always, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. God bless you. God bless your household. And God bless America.